Three's a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number. First graders, it is time to do some math work with me and me alone. Sans help. Sans parental help. Let it go, parents. Your child does not have to get the correct and perfect answer each and every time. First graders, run and get a pencil. Ta-da! Run and get your math book and turn to page 31. Turn to page 31 right here. All right. It is time to put on your thinking cap. I know it sounds strange to write your name on a booklet that belongs to you, but in class, I would ask you to write your name. So go ahead and write your name. You can even write your initials, just like CJ has taught us, right? These are my initials. Either way, it all works. No need to worry about the date. It is time to put on your thinking cap. This is a bit of a challenge, a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to read the directions. I'm going to read it out loud, slowly, and I'll reread it. And then I'm going to give you time to do your work. Now, if I'm moving too fast, feel free to pause this video at any time. You ready? I'm ready. Make a number bond. We all know what number bonds are, right? You've been working on number bonds in your math book for the past few sessions here. Make a number bond with 3 numbers from the bag. Use each number once. Make a number bond with 3 numbers from the bag. Use each number once. So if you remember, there's a couple of ways to organize your number bond. I kind of prefer this one. Or you can do kind of the sideways. Either way works. Same thing. And just a kind remind, what does this area represent? And what does this area represent? Yeah, whether you choose this style or this style, I can show you, right? It's just sideways. There's really no you can go any format. This area right here, this circle right here means the same thing. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It is it's the sum or the total. You don't need to write this. It's just a kind reminder of what it is. So you need to use, and then these 2 parts are the add-ins. It's the add-ins. It's the number combination. It's the part. It's the smaller amount that makes the total number, the whole number. So you are allowed to choose 3 numbers. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers here, but you only need to choose 3 numbers from this bag, and you can only use each number once to make a number bond. So you need to choose one of these number bonds to draw out and use only these numbers to make a number bond that makes sense. So go ahead and do that right now. And you might need to play around with it. So you can just try out different numbers on a whiteboard. You can work on it with a whiteboard and see what works. You can use your beans. I know I'm moving ahead a little bit, but for this number 2, you're going to be doing the same thing. So you're going to choose 3 numbers from the bag. You don't have to use all these numbers. You choose your 3 and organize it correctly as a number bond. So you choose which style of number bond. It could be sort of sideways, or I like this sort of top-down version. It's totally up to you because this circle and that circle means the same thing. So you go ahead and choose. So I know I'm moving ahead. A little fast. You may want to pause the video. All right, so this might take a little bit of time, but it might be pretty obvious to some of you. I'm not sure. We're all at different levels. Okay, for the next page, it's only a 2-pager. Some more thinking. Put on your thinking cap, some problem solving. So I'm going to go ahead and read the directions. This is quite challenging. And if you can't do it, that's totally okay. But I know some of you can manage this. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. You can at least try. But it is a little bit tricky. A little bit tricky. Write 5 numbers from 1 to 10 on each clown. So this is an example clown. I'm going to read that part again. Write 5 numbers from 1 to 10 on each clown. Okay, so what does that mean? I see that there is a number right here that's shaded. That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about these numbers here. And notice that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles, right? There are 5 circles here, and they're light colored. Because that's the example, and you'll see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to choose numbers. You're going to choose 5 different numbers that complete the number bonds. And I'll get to the math part in a moment. I'm just going to read the directions again. Write 5 numbers from 1 to 10 on each clown to complete the number bonds. Whoa, this is like a kind of a complicated number bond. Use each number once for each clown, so you can't repeat a number. So if we look at this clown, you'll notice that this is the number 8, right? This is the number 8. This top number is the grand total. This top number is the grand total. So what makes 8? Oh, there's all sorts of combinations of 8, right? It could be 4 and 4. It could be 0 and 8. It could be 7 and 1 or 1 and 7. But this example, this person chose 3 and 5. 3 and 5. You can choose any combination. Any combination. How do you what's another way to make 3? It's another way to make 3. Oh, 2 and 1, right? 2 and 1 also make 3. And 3 and 5 also make 8. But here's the tricky part. How do you make 5? Well, 4 and 1 also make 5. But the tricky part is making sure that the numbers are in the correct spot for it to all make sense. And this is a little more challenging than it seems, but give it a shot. Like try it out, because I want to see if you can handle this challenge, or at least handle this partial challenge. So if you look at this example, 2 and 1 make 3, 3 and 5 make 8, 1 and 4 make 5, 5 and 3 make 8. So these numbers are placed in a certain order so it all makes sense mathematically. So if you want to get started, I'll help you a little bit with the first one. You notice that the sum, the grand total is 10. So you need to decide, like, what and what make 10. And then whatever you choose, whatever add-in you choose, you need to break down that add-in as well. So sort of this is like an early factoring skill. Parents out there. Yeah, what other smaller amount make that larger amount? And then does it work for whatever add-in you chose here? You do the same thing for 9. You may need to, I recommend maybe using a whiteboard and trying it out, so you're not writing down a number and erasing it again. Remember, you can only use each number once. So yes, we all know 5 and 5 make 10. So if I wrote 5 and 5 make 10, Well, I'm not allowed to use 5 and 5 because I'm only allowed to use the number 5 once. So I cannot use 5 and 5. I have to use a different number combination. Woo! Note, go back to the example. Notice that these digits are only used once. So try it, try it. I know some of you might get frustrated. It's okay, but just try it, because I know some of this math, has been a little on the easy side, but it's not as easy as it seems sometimes, right, Bambini? Ciao, ciao. I'm excited to see how you manage this on your SeeSaw.